Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AYO Radio TV show. And obviously, we are here at the Ikorodu studio. And this is going to be our first broadcast in our new office. And also,
I want to after that.
Very well.
We have Faith TV television network right here. On my left, we have the one and only, the man, the powerful man in the media industry. Here's Prince Michael on my left. Prince Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you for pulling my leg.
You have long legs, just like me. Thank you for coming on the show, sir.
It's my pleasure.
And to my right, we have the great man of the radio, and he's also a journalist. With pride, I like to call it Mr. Traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. James Nwakama, aka Mr. Traffic or Sir James, in the studio.
All right, greetings to you, our dear viewers of the AYO TV. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for coming today. Prince Michael, thanks for being here today.
Okay.
We are so happy to have you today because we have important issues or topics to discuss, which is going to be fascinating to all Nigerians all around the world in the diaspora, like they always like to say. Okay, first of all, pardon my English there. Hate speech. We want to talk about hate speech and many issues. What's the best way to start this? I think the first person that I want to start with is my dear brother here, who, when Jesus Christ was nailed, there was a right man on the right hand side who was a thief, and he repented, and he will definitely meet Jesus Christ in heaven. To my right, Sir James again. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir James.
Yes, sir.
What is the issue on hate speech? What is it all about? Should we always be careful of what we say? And is it particular to media, or hate speech, can it be done in the streets?
When we talk about hate speech, well, it's funny because the Nigerian governments are trying to curb this manner of people speaking anyhow against the government. Oh yes, it is very good. But the question is, has the government actually defined what an hate speech is? Or do they actually know what an hate speech is? Now the government has just think of bringing up death penalty to hate speech. Now to my own definition of hate speech, which the government has not yet defined to me, or to whoever has a citizenry of Nigeria, is making a statement or words to defame or cause anything negative against your fellow human. Yes, so anything that you talk that which is against your fellow human, which is negative, can be referred to as an hate speech. Now, if the government is trying to bring up penalty that if you are caught speaking ills of the government, you will be killed, then I ask the question, are we actually practicing democracy, or we are practicing crazy demo in democracy? Yes.
As Fela will rightly put it, it was alive today. Okay, thank you so much, Sir James. A round of applause for you. I love that definition. Please, Michael.
Well,
what is the government playing at?
actually, hate speech has been with mankind from day one. And if I may go as far as the time of the Garden of Eden, we saw that the serpent tried to blackmail God.
Wow.
He tried to discredit God through his speech. Now, don't mind God. He said you will die if you eat this fruit. It's like saying this God is not actually a God of love. He doesn't love. So hate speech, actually, like he rightly put it, is when you try to malign someone's character, defame, you know, and the power of hate speech could, you know, be seen in the time of Hitler. You know, it carried everybody along to destroy the Jews by the words that he spitted out. The word that he spat, you know, randomly at his events. So that made the mind of people to turn against the Jews then.
So you mentioned Hitler. Hitler made hate speech a long time ago. Why do you think that Nigeria is trying to implement it in 21st century? And that question.
All right. To me, I think I would say that's misplacement of the government knowledge when we talk about freedom of expression. If you are trying to curb human from speaking ills of you, it is not by giving them death penalty or sentencing them to whatever. Let's not forget that before now we already have existing laws which talks about limiting people from whatever they say, and there are ways,
especially the journalists,
and every person in which there are ways they can be dealt with or they can be treated, but not by killing them. I'm not saying that the government shouldn't bring up, you know, method of curbing people from speaking ills of them, whether true or false. But the question is, can you now compare or, you know, make a speech as that of someone killing someone? Because, you know, according to the Constitution, when you kill someone, the person is also liable to death. Now, would you now make that as same hate speech and killing someone? Certainly not. It can be referred as same thing. So if the federal government is now bringing this up, that killing someone, that's very naughty. It's not normal. It's not normal.
Sorry, Prince Michael.
Very well.
The question here now is an eye for an eye. That's the penalty.
Yeah.
Do you think that penalty or that sentencing people to death, do you think it's a little bit ridiculous? It's too much? It's uncalled for and it should be abandoned?
Well, I think putting death penalty on hate speech shows those who, you know, who are making these laws or proposing this law have hatred in them. If you want to destroy or kill a person for saying foul words, why people who are really killing people with guns, okay, like the Boko Haram people, some of them are being recruited to our armed forces. So now you say, if I say you are whatever, you are whatever, and then you want to kill me because of that, why somebody has been killing, and then when the person is caught, you send him to the National Army. I think it is strong.
Can either of you give me an example of hate speech?
All right.
This is very interesting.
All right.
I'm looking for a good one.
All right. If I say the president is not okay, I think they can refer that as an hate speech.
No, I don't think so.
We are in Nigeria. They can refer that as an hate speech.
Okay, they can, but it
yes.
is not. It is
not, but they can refer it as an hate speech.
Yes. What I think is hate speech, you know, is when I was young, most of my best friends were Igbo guys. And then one of my friends then, Tony Menkiti, that called me the other day, okay, he was telling me of a Yoruba man and his son, you know, passing. And the son asked the father, he said, what is the name of that man, pointing at the Igbo man there? And the guy said, Yiboni. You know,
what does that mean?
Now, the guy himself is an Igbo guy, but he's a free-minded person. You understand? You understand Yoruba and all that. But that was a hate speech without comma or any abbreviation.
So it wasn't direct. It wasn't a direct.
It doesn't matter. He has planted that seed in that boy, and only events or God can take it from him. Every time.
Do we not have the right to say that? Why should we be killed for saying that?
You know what? The power. You are a journalist. You know that people have used words to stir serious turbulence around the world, serious violence. Just a word can spark off a lot of things.
That's true.
You know, so this is why I support the government in that wise, but not the extremism or showing how much they hate us.
Like
Just show
killing.
how much you hate your own people. Say if you do the wrong thing, you know, they terminate your life. While if somebody goes and kill people, in some name or in some political orientation, mind you, these Boko Haram pays, they kill Muslims too.
Yeah.
So if people go ahead and do such things, and you can recruit them into the army,
Okay.
and then you want to kill somebody.
Thank you so much, Prince Michael and Sir James. We have more topics today. We are running out of time, and our producer, Mary Hammer, perhaps is thinking, I think she's going to sack me after this program. I want to see that happen.
She has that autocratic,
Yes,
you know,
she's the boss.
you know,
She's
you
the
get
boss.
You get you scared sometimes.
Yeah,
That
she's
is-
scaring me, but I'm not afraid of her.
I hope she's not like Nigerian government.
We actually have 3 more topics today. We're going to hit it sharply
Yeah.
in the street language. We want to talk about polygamy. Do you guys think that if we allow men to have more than one wife, do you think it will reduce this libido to start having extramarital affairs?
If you allow me to say this, I would have loved a situation where a lady in the studio would be involved in this discussion.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lady in the studio now.
Let me
So,
represent the lady here.
Alright.
Because I already look like the lady.
Very
Jesus
good.
Christ!
I can't speak for them, but it's all
Speak from any pastor.
Alright. To me, I would say no. The reason is this. What made you think of marrying 2 wives? We still make you to marry 3 wives. What made you to marry 3 wives? We still make you to marry 4 wives.
Yeah, but statistics
Five,
shows
6,
that
7.
men are polygamous in nature. So
Which
why
men?
is
Which
it
men? Which men?
some men,
Okay.
not all men?
Some men, yeah.
Yes.
But
So
some are not.
people
Okay.
are thinking, yeah.
That's
Good thinkers, they are thinking. Maybe if you allow men to be polygamous,
It's
maybe it
couples.
will reduce them from
to me,
having
I say
extramarital
it's
affairs.
good. The question is, why are you living that first wife? When you married her, she was sweet. Now you're living her because she's bizarre or what? Whatever made you to leave her, going to marry second, we still make you to marry. We are human, and human can never be satisfied.
I know.
The only thing we can do is to think of management, how we can manage
That's
and control ourselves.
Marriage should be for love. And I know many guys who have 2, 3, 4, 5 girlfriends.
Hmm.
So,
Are
and
you
yet-
serious?
Yes, I am.
It's having a good time, isn't it?
Well, that's good, but me, I'm not.
You know, but I
Are you saying this for the camera?
Yeah.
I don't think it's something to be politically correct about. But I think if situation warrants that, you know, probably
What sort of situation could
arise.
Warrants.
warrants as the right word? That.
Well, it's not what I believe in. Okay,
And also remember that women are watching this.
yeah,
Women
yeah, of
are
course.
thinking, what makes a man to be polygamous?
I don't-
Why
I don't
equal
support it.
rights? We
Yeah.
have equal rights in this world. Where I come from, where I live,
Yeah.
there's equal rights.
Firstly, I do not support it. I don't support it. I think marriage should be for love.
Yeah.
It's a relationship. If you love someone, you
It's must.
understand. Whatever happens to him, you should accept him or her that way. A popular actor in America has a wife that was beautiful, and the face got burnt. And he told him, don't do plastic surgery. The lady wanted to do it. He said, I did not marry your face. I married you. That thing is lacking, you know, in
Society.
society today. And I'm not blaming men, mind you, because most women don't have values for themselves. A lot of women will know this guy has one wife at home, they still go out with him, maybe for the money. You know, I heard it.
Yeah.
Same as men. They will know a woman is married, they will still go for him.
But no doubt that it's mostly common among the women.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
It
common.
is rare we want to talk about that about.
I'm having a feeling that you're saying this because you're men.
I'm not saying this because we are men. We are talking about the reality.
This is very
Yeah.
disgusting.
No, it's
No.
the reality.
The truth is, that was why I wanted a lady, a real woman,
Yeah.
to be here. You understand?
Unfortunately, we don't have ladies in the studio, but
Very
defend yourself
Yes.
and stop being gender, what's that word?
Gender bias.
Okay.
Okay, my producer has just said, with due respect, we have to
All right,
move.
but let me quickly say this.
Okay.
We must talk about the religious aspects. Let's
Yes,
not
I'm
forget that
trying to
Christianity.
avoid that.
Yes, sir. Christianity doesn't permit more polygamous or polygamy in family
Yes.
or whatever. But the Islam permits that.
Yes.
But now, if we are not saying that we want the government or whatever to affirm that, then it will be controversy between the government and the religious body. So why don't you leave it the way the religious body are already championing it?
Yes.
Instead of allowing the government
Of
to
course, you know that
champion
in
it.
the Christian world, in the beginning, we had Abraham
And
had
Eve.
No, Abraham had
Okay.
Sarah,
Yeah.
and then condition
Yeah.
warranted. That was what I was trying to point out.
Okay.
Warranted that he took another wife in the person of Hagar.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if we move down to Jacob too, we understand it was condition. He wanted one woman that he loved, you know, and then they gave him
So what about Solomon?
that's
Jacob.
Baba.
Twirly to Solomon, isn't it? Okay, I'm just excited by this topic, but unfortunately we have to move on because my producer again, she's a lady. Okay, Islam allows approximately 4 wives, at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
4 wives, as long as you can treat them equally. Do you think Islam is being fair by this? I know you're Christian, you're Christian, but remember, everyone watching us and listening to us on the radio, we are not all in the same religion.
Okay.
Can you be fair?
All right. Looking at it from my own perspective, what makes up religion? It is the doctrine.
Yeah.
Now the Christians have their own doctrine, the Muslims have their own doctrine. We are serving one God. So the lay down by the Islam is what they are practicing, which they believe that it is right. The Christian also is what they are practicing, which they believe that it is right. The only one that can be described that is perfect is the one that is affirmed by God, which is yet to be known by everyone. We are all imagining that this is right, this is right. I once told one of my friends, I said if I was giving birth to a Muslim, I wouldn't have denounced Muslim today because of whatever. Because that's where I was groomed in.
Yes.
So the knowledge that is being imparted is what we live by. So if the Islam is saying they should marry more than one wife, that is their own belief. And to me, to them, it is right. To me, it might not be right, might not be wrong, but it is very okay.
Yeah, but the topic today is about polygamy. So if a Muslim man is married to 4 wives, he won't be cheating on the wife. I think I'm going to hold your man and zip it up. What's your response to that? Do you think? I think Islam saw this from day one, and I think they are addressing it very well.
Yes, the fact is, firstly, you cannot question religion because you are not the author of that religion. Yet, there are things that we know that are not perfect in both religions. I don't want to, God forgive me if I'm wrong, okay? Like I said, if you are allowed to marry 4 wives.
God may forgive you, the listeners and the viewers may not forgive you.
It's up to them. Now, I'm sorry, listeners, I'm sorry, that was, prompted. Now, if religion permits you, Islam puts some clauses that you must love all the 4 equally and provide for them in every wise equally. The question is it possible? is it possible to love for? And now we know that before, because remember what we are talking about is polygamy.
Yes.
So we know that before you marry the second wife, there must have been some kind of
something special.
cheating. You understand? Because yes, even though in some cultures, if you send a text to your wife that I'm marrying a new wife, you are already past. You know, and but the question is, people who marry 4 wives, they still cheat. They still cheat.
Do you have statistics? Do you have an evidence of this?
I have had, personally, I have had, even the women who cover their head, you understand? They too, they are human beings. So the moment you realize that we are human beings, we are of earth, that's why woe unto that man that puts his trust on the man.
And
Say,
we don't want to get woe right here on this show today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We have just 2 more topics that we're going to discuss. We have a very, very disciplined producer right here, Mary Hammer perhaps, and she's been cautioning me and making sure that I actually know what to do. Okay, so Sir James, do you love cooking?
Cooking? Well, the last time I cooked was when I was in secondary school. Not that I'm lazy, but
Jesus.
just because I have females that I'm surrounded by.
Who can cook?
So that is why. But hey, that doesn't mean that I cannot cook. I can prepare a water and then make a bath for you. But if you talk about soup, we'll try.
I'm Prince Michael. Are you a good cook?
I'm not even a cook. I usually eat my food by faith. You understand? I would not lie. I'm not a good cook at all.
So, do you eat out a lot?
Yeah, I eat out a lot, but not usually in the conventional hookahs. You know, it takes a lot of money, but you know.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next topic will shock. It's going to be a shock to your system. We've been hearing that some restaurateurs, is that how they call it?
Yeah, restaurants.
Are you sure? Okay, restaurant owners, they have been washing their private parts and your food. You've been eating. Excuse me, did you say not your food? You and I went today out today. You had Scotch egg.
The egg was from an
What
animal.
about the Scotch? What about the Scotch? What about if the animal did the same thing? Okay. Now we've been hearing that some restaurant or buka owners have been engaging in some fetish, that's the word, way. In the way they prepare our foods, we the innocent ones, innocent Nigerians, not only Nigerians, innocent tourists, innocent people around the world, we go to this restaurant and we eat it, unknowingly that these people have washed their private parts and do all sort of fetish stuff in our food. We enjoy it.
You do?
Don't
Okay,
you?
yes, we do. All right.
We do enjoy it. We are happy with it. Our skins
Are glowing.
glowing. We are happy. We love it. Some of us, we even eat it and we go back to these restaurants, praising them. Your food is nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is no news. It was revealed that some restaurant owners are actually being fetish on the food that you eat, you consume every day. What is going on, sir? Please, Michael.
Well,
Do we need that?
no, let me take it.
Did they have to do that?
Excuse me.
I'm upset
Excuse me.
because I've been eating everywhere.
Yes, I know.
I might have eaten somebody's private part as I'm talking now. Maybe that's why I'm so upset.
Okay then. Firstly, let me first, I don't know the song very well, but the one I remember there is Only Motije, For Shoko, I think by Davido or something like that, you know. So,
Are you not dancing with me?
but I don't want to take it from that angle. Now, if we understand that poverty breeds, fetishism, poverty breeds witchcraft practices. And we know
There's
that
poverty in Western world, and I have no evidence, but I have a feeling that they don't do it.
Okay. Now we know that during that great,
It is against health and safety.
yes, excuse me, we remember that the great witch hunt in Europe and America
Yes, sir.
was caused by witchcraft practices which were born out of poverty of that time. So Nigeria and Africa are going through that time now, that everybody will seek an edge over the other person, and without minding God. Some of these people go to church, mosque and all that. But if you look closely, you will realize that it extends more than that. Probably your girlfriend or your wife, I'm not being particular now, probably has done something for you, as Sefo Shoko friend, as Sheugu in the case of Davido and Chioba or something like that. You understand? So people use witchcraft today to love, to get love, and when they're tired of it, they use witchcraft to drive me away. When they're looking for a job, they use witchcraft to get favor. It's so bad in this country. But the worst thing of all this is our government. Unlike the American and European government who had it to understand that they had to do some witch hunting to bring that thing to a stalemate. Our governments are not interested in that. They are talking about hate speech and that. So our practicality in this country is just net to zero.
Does it make you feel like puking as a vomit when you hear that you might in your lifetime eating a fetish food?
Well, just let me quote you. Just like you said, I don't know if I've eaten such before, which I can.
Say that again.
I don't know if I've eaten such
this you have
before, which I can bet. I can assure myself 80-something% I haven't. The reason is this: I don't eat outside.
Right.
That I eat at all, sausage or drink
Fried egg and
if
bread
I
and
talk.
all that.
So it is what you find in the market what you go find in the market that you will see. Those who are mostly involved eating outside are the ones who can get themselves mostly engaged in this kind of stuff. Now I heard Prince Michael saying that the government should be blamed for it at a certain aspect. Then I asked the question, are they pastors? That is why I continue to get angry when we talk about religious body. You see, fetish using witchcraft and wizard does not concern the government. It concerns individuals and the called pastors and the so-called
I think
pastors.
Prince Michael is looking at it from the political side,
Yes.
as a poverty side of
Okay.
it.
If we're looking at
He's
it
not
that
actually
way,
saying the
the
government.
government should treat the
Yeah.
witchcraft.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Why
that. Excuse me. I am saying that
Okay.
because it was the government of America and of Europe that took that action. The people actually went out en masse, and the government never
The
stopped
government
it.
is not telling people to start being fetish.
I think if I may say on that one, before government took any action, there must have been a pre-action by the masses or the citizens over there. What have the Nigerian citizens done about this? Nothing. So we cannot expect the government to work on what they've not heard. So we need to give room for the masses to make it known to the government before government can probably take action against it.
No.
But then, what is most important is the individual. We should talk to ourselves as an individual. Yoruba used to make a proverb that when the advice you give to yourself as an individual is the most vital advice than that which someone else gives to you. If I advise you don't drink Gary, and then you advise yourself you drink Gary, it is the one you talk to yourself that you will listen to. So as an individual, we need to still talk to ourselves. What are you up to? If you are making fetish or you are making whatever because of poverty, that is not an excuse.
Now I would ask you.
Do you
two
think
questions.
poverty has just started in 20th century.
Well,
It's been on for a long time. And fetishism, if I'm pronouncing it rightly, has been in existence from day one. Some people love it. Some people have traders. They will even do some water, fetish water, and spray it all over.
oh, okay.
Why are you so concerned and actually trying to nail the government?
I would rather just ask two
in the
questions.
21st
I would
century?
rather.
Nobody's going to answer your question. I want you to answer
okay.
my question.
All right. Now let's look at it this way. I love history because if you don't take cognizance of your past, your future is in jeopardy. We know that in this country, a military head of state tries to ban all other religions for such actions and leave only Christianity and Islam. Because it is the other religions, I don't want to call them pagans, you know, that do those things. Okay?
Are you saying that Christians don't do it?
No. It's
Are you saying Muslims don't say it?
No. It's not doctrinal. It's not.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, the second thing I want to raise.
I'm very concerned.
No, I
You
think
want
I
to say
understand.
something?
I
No,
understand.
we must speak.
I
We must be
understand.
fair when we are talking.
I've just said that. Let me even mention his
Take us a watch.
Late Muritala Muhammad tried to abolish other religions because of this. Because it's one of the reasons why corruption, robbery, has taken grounds, taking roots into our, fibers. Now, the other, I don't want to go into that because of our time. Our producer is not so lenient. Now, I want to ask the audience, do you think if somebody goes to a junction in New York and places an ebo there, or Fori Malu or whatever, with some, the sacrifice, the eggs and whatever that might be, do you think the police representing the government would let such a person go scot-free? That's my question.
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to answer that question. We have 1 to 2 minutes, according to my producer. Thank you so much for joining us today. Finally, should a pastor flog his or her congregations because the congregation fails to pay tax?
Is that question for me?
Stunting. Anybody can take it.
Okay. So I just want
Be
to
passionate about it.
Well, Nigerian,
Speak out.
we use question to answer question. And
Yeah,
then I ask the
Jesus
question
did
back.
that too.
Where is that stated in the Bible?
That what?
That if you do not pay tithes, you should be flogged for it.
It's not
Because
anywhere.
the least knowledge I have about tithes is when God told the Israelites to pay tithes for the priest of them, the Levites. Why were they asked to pay tithes? They were asked to pay tithes for the feeding of these Levites who don't have any other thing to do than to work for God. And it's not a mandatory something there. So the way, if you are telling that this pastor is flogging someone because the person didn't pay tithe or doesn't pay tithe at all, then isn't that pastor misplacing the translation of the Bible or his position? In fact, that's rubbish.
Do you agree with Sir James?
I completely agree, but I think the fault is of the members, and because I don't see any pastor whooping me for not paying tithes. I don't see that pastor in this world, because in the past the Bible says that.
But pastors are compulsory for Christians to pay. Am I right or wrong?
Well, yes, of course. I've been a full-time pastor before, and I know that they have to be sustained.
And how will you respond to congregations who do not pay tithes?
It is not obligatory in this dispensation for you to pay tithes. But then,
in your own words, according to the Bible.
According to the Bible, Jesus never, mandated it. And then, but he did not disqualify it either. Now, the thing is this: if you realize that you love God, you want ministers, whatever, to take this kingdom of God, either in any religion, outside Nigeria, outside your environment, and it costs money. It costs money. I had a program on TV. I think I paid like 40 something thereabout. You understand?
Yeah.
This thing costs money. So it is not wrong for you to give of your substance to help evangelism.
Last word, and please do not take more than 20 seconds, about tithing in churches and flogging to those who need to submit. Sir James, what's your response?
I didn't get your question.
Ah,
I didn't get
for okay,
Okay, my round off, right?
yeah.
Okay, oh no. Okay.
Tithing, pastors flogging people who fail to pay.
All right. To me, I would say if you are a pastor and if you are a